Hi guys, hi, welcome to In the Kitchen with Rosie. I am Miss Rosie and I just want to say welcome. It's been a long time I haven't shown you all my fat face. Thank you. I am so excited to share with you today my recipe for Mastiff bread. What is Mastiff bread, you say? For those of you who don't know, Mastiff bread is a specialty of Dominica. It's a little thicker and heavier than the regular homemade bread. And we grew up on that stuff, and I would look forward to having a piece of Mastiff bread on a Sunday morning, especially with a hot cup of cocoa tea, some cucumber salad, and some roasted codfish, or some smoked herring, or a piece of salami, the one from the can. That was the good stuff, and or a piece of cheese. I craved Mastiff bread for years, guy, and I'm so happy that I finally know how to make it, and I can share that recipe with you. So let's go to the ingredients. 5 pounds of pre-sifted all-purpose flour. I have some warm water, salt, 2 tablespoons of lard or shortening, some extra flour, 2 tablespoons of yeast. I'm using instant dry yeast today, 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, and a quarter pound of butter. Now to add the ingredients. I have added salt to the water, to be more precise, because I know just how much salt I want in there. That just for the purpose of the video, just in case you want to make the bread but you don't want to use as much flour, or you want to use more flour. So if you put the salt in the water, it takes the gas out of it. So I'm adding sugar, the yeast, butter. Now I have removed like more than half of the flour, and I'm going to mix this in the mixer using the paddle, and then I will add the rest of the flour afterwards. So the paddle is going to mix all the ingredients together and break up the shortening and the butter, so it's going to be evenly distributed in the flour, so when we start kneading, we're not going to be having big chunks here and there. If you're not using a mixer, you will have to use your hands, a wooden spoon or whisk to break up the butter and the shortening and mix all the ingredients together before you start kneading the dough. I have switched from the paddle to the hook, and I'm going to add the remainder of the flour to the mixture. Now what you want to do is to form a stiff dough. So I'm going to start the process in the mixer, and I'll continue by hand. So I've washed my hands and I transferred the dough to the countertop, and I'm gonna knead by hand for a few minutes. So I kneaded the dough for a few minutes, and counting while I knead helps me. I count like to 100 and then form it into a ball. So now I'm going to rest that ball into a bowl, and I'll cover it and allow it to proof for 45 minutes to an hour. I must mention you can also use the quick proof method by placing the covered bowl in the oven with a container with hot water in it. If you're going to use the quick method, you will want to leave it for like a half an hour. If you're not using that method, an hour, 45 minutes to an hour will do. So this is what the dough looks like after an hour of proofing. It has risen quite a bit. So I did not knead the dough anymore. All I did was just squeeze the air bubbles out of it. And now it's time to cut and shape the dough. I've rolled everything out. And I have some small ones here that I'm going to use for designs. And now I'm going to just cover them for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so. And I'll come back to shape them up. So here we are. And the dough is rested and ready to be shaped. My baking sheets are ready. I am using parchment paper, so I will not be greasing them, but if you're not using parchment paper, you will definitely want to grease them. I will be baking at 350, but you can adjust the heat in your oven to what works best for you. I like using the rolling pin because it gets rid of the air bubbles and make it easier for me to shape the dough. But if you can get the dough shaped without using the rolling pin, by all means do that. But this is my method. This is what works for me. So for the sixth strand, put one over this way, another over this way. We always have 4, 2 on both sides, and then you move the first one in the middle, and you take one from this side, put on this side, and then you do separate, and then you bring this one in the middle, and you do this again, and now you have 4. Bring this one over in the middle, take this one, bring it over here, you got this 4, bring this one in the middle, take this one, go this way, You can shape and design your dough however you like, as big or as small as you want. Whatever designs you want to put on it is up to you. The only thing I ask is that you allow the dough, once you have formed it, to rest for at least 45 minutes to an hour before baking. These are just a few of the designs that I'm making today. So I'm just going to allow them to rest for 45 minutes to half an hour, and then I'll bake at 350 degrees. And there you have it, guys, straight out of the oven, fresh hot bread that smells so good. It smells so good in here, and they look amazing. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this recipe as much as I enjoy making it for you. Now, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please click on that subscribe button, and so you don't miss upcoming videos, click on that notification bell so you can be notified when we have new videos, and leave your comments and your suggestions below. Any additional information you need will be in the description. If you need anything that is not in the description, leave me a message in the comments. And thank you guys, and share, like, and comment, and I'll see you next time in the kitchen with Rosie, where the secret ingredient is always love.